thing on? Am I on the air? I think I am. I don't know. Oh, look at that. I can edit the title on the fly. I think those technical issues. Guys, okay, let's try this again. You go live and then you realize that you got to fix something. Oh, there it goes. I'm also doing this on my hotspot on my phone, so that doesn't help. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try this again. Perfect. All right. I'm live. Look at this. I don't want you to connect to Facebook. I was hoping that you'd figure that out by now. Okay. Close that. Let's see where this goes. Oh, okay. That's where that is. That's what I'm looking for. All right. All right. So if there's anybody out there that's actually watching this, and I'm hoping my friends, Wash Gang, are letting people know that this is happening. Hold on. Isn't this fun watching me just type? I mean, isn't this exactly how you want to spend your Sunday? Looking at my room. Let me see if I can change the view a little bit. How much the outside are you guys going to be able to see? I know there's a lamp in the way. The plugs in this place suck. Like what you have to do to get stuff plugged in. Hold on. Don't unplug my computer because it will die. I was hoping to give you guys like a better view of Flamingo Road and the mountains, how gorgeous it is, but I'm doing this on the fly, so I wasn't able to do that. But it looks like, let me see. It doesn't matter what I do to that. Whoever's out there, hi. Hey, Travis, good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Completely impromptu. I just got out of bed, pardon my face and my hair. Kind of deal, trying to get the camera right. And I can't even show off my because of the way I have the camera set up. But thank you for joining me. Just here to kind of kill time with you guys while we're waiting for the pod show. They're having some technical difficulties, which totally sucks. And I'm going to do this for these guys. And I think it's Sunday or the technical difficulties are catching. There's a giant Barbie ad out my window. The Palms Hotel has on its short side. Anyway, so the technical issues we're catching. I'm not even connected to the hotel. Hi, JR. Yes, I was actually going to be up at like 10 a.m. to do Mimosas with the Shuttle Pod show. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and I don't know why it's like 10:17 a.m. but my Microsoft is still showing the time at home, which it kind of feels like. So, all right, I'm just trying to. Oh, look, there's Tiff. I know you. Hey, I can't YouTube and also do other things on my phone, so I'll be in and out. Okay, no problem. Yeah, I get that. But I would really appreciate if you would just like share this like somewhere so more people can come keep me company. You know what? I'm gonna let more. Oh no, those aren't okay. And I'm even gonna text the producer at the Shuttle Pod show if he wants to. Hey, thanks for joining us. Sorry, eyes. I'm trying to read names. Myth. Just. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna. Can I just call you Myth? Because I am still on East Coast time and Vegas, and my hey Florida, and my brain my brain hurts because I worked my ass off this week so that I could be here and not have to worry about work, but that kind of meant staying up all night and doing a bunch of things, and then time zone changes, and hold on, and trying to organize this like in like 2 seconds. Okay, fortunately, the drive hasn't completely failed, so it's fine. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm kind of monitoring. I'm monitoring what's going on with the chat. No, not this weekend. I always come in early. Normally I would be and you can meet her, but unfortunately she had to cancel. So upside, I have a whole room to myself. Downside, had to work extra hard to make the extra money. But I'm here. But I'm here early because she and I usually hang out early. So it's actually next weekend, if you want to look at the weekend. But it starts, preview night starts on Wednesday, August 2nd. August 1st is Tuesday, which is my birthday, and that is the pre-con. There's some pre-con, and that's when a lot of people get in. Wednesday night is the soft opening of the convention. But like I said, I'm always here to pregame with my friend Wendy. The room was already done. The flights were already paid for. I'm just going to go. I'm going to enjoy Vegas. One of my friends is coming in today, all the way from Australia. I'm so excited. I don't think he watched by Trent anyway, and I hope he's having very long but very safe travels. I was trying to get you guys a view out of my room. Oh, there it goes. Hold on. So you don't have to like see if you can see the mountain. Nope, wrong way. I opened the curtains for the first time, and then this big bar that's like blocking my room, but you can see kind of like the mountains of Vegas. This curtain doesn't move. It's the Rio, and they're not doing their remodel until it changes hands in October, which sucks because this is the last year here because I guess they couldn't get a good contract going with new owners. So, oops. They couldn't get a contract. So this is last year for the Rio, which is unfortunate. All of its issues. I love it here, and I would have loved to see the new place, but I have a feeling the prices are going to skyrocket too. Sloggy. This poor computer's catching up on like a month. So do you guys have any other questions about the Vegas Con? Mark, hi. Thanks so much for dropping in. I wasn't sure if you were working or if your team was working, so I just figured I would let you know that I was going to be here, kind of keep everybody company while we're all waiting for this amazing Terry Matlet. Yeah, sorry. I had water, hydrating. I am in Vegas. I'm hydrating. But I did get something really interesting from the gift shop, well, not the gift shop, the shop in the Rio. It's vodka soda. It's called High Noon Sun Sips. Vodka and soda, pineapple, and it's made with real juice. I was going to drink it with the Shuttle Pod show. And I was going to drink it with the Shuttle Pod show, and it's pineapple. For the record, Malcolm Reed likes pineapple, but I do not believe Dominic Keating likes pineapple. So anybody who was thinking about bringing him pineapple, don't, because I don't believe he likes it. Mark could probably speak to that better than I can, but I heard somewhere that he doesn't. Mimosas, Mark, help everything. Don't know that, but all my mimosas at home, because you can't, wasn't going to carry mimosa stuff, and everything here, is expensive. But you know what the cool thing is about Vegas? For those of you that don't know, the freaking Walgreens and CVS's sell alcohol. So it's like anywhere you go, basically, you can buy alcohol. I just love going into the CVS, into the Walgreens. I needed Band-Aids. and vodka. That makes a really good combination. We're an hour away from uploading the new episode file, so I suspect 2 to 3 hour delay max. All right, Mark, thanks so much for that. I don't know if I can keep this up for 2 or 3 hours. I don't remember if I can keep this, but I will keep everybody company. As long as you guys want to hang out with me, I'm willing to hang out with you. The one thing I do love about the Rio is how big it is. You guys are getting a tour of my room, whether you like it or not. So what I love about it is how big it is. So Tiff, this is the room. These are the rooms at the Rio. That's just like the seating area, and then like the bed's behind all, and then the bed faces the couch. So that's one of the things I'm going to miss when we move. Is the smaller, wherever they move is going to be smaller. Bally's was okay. I know I wasn't overly thrilled with it. I know a lot of people had issues with Bally's last year. I liked Bally's. I like that Bally's is connected to the Paris so that you can walk between. Yeah, I know. Nope. Does PA still not have booze on Sunday? When I lived in Pennsylvania, JR just mentioned no booze on Sunday in PA. Or no, she's no booze in Walgreens in PA. See, let's try this. Oh, no, that's not going to work because I can't see the chat. Okay. JR said no booze in PA at the Walgreens. And when I lived in PA, there was no booze on Sunday. You couldn't go to the liquor store and get booze. I don't know if they changed that. I know, Tiffany, I am so excited. Tiffany's crashing with me for a couple of days. Can't wait to see you. You're going to have an easier flight too, because I was on a plane for like 4.5. It went quick. The flights are always, they always seem to arrive early in Vegas. I don't know if the air quality's changed. I don't know what the hell, but the flights to Vegas, I feel like they've gotten shorter, and I took 2 Dramamine and slept for most of it. What sucked was I didn't realize that my iPod was dead. I thought it had charged in the car, so I thought my iPod was fine. And then, of course, the cord, the really nice long cord I had for it, then I'm like, this will be the perfect cord on the plane if I have to use it. Didn't work. It didn't charge it. So the cord's getting thrown out. And thankfully, American has free entertainment. Ooh, layover. At least you get out to stretch your legs. That'll be nice, right? You don't have to be stuck on a plane. I was stuck. My fault. I pick a window seat always. So I was stuck in a window seat, and I have like back issues. So I was doing a lot of squiggling around. And of course, the minute they call for everybody has to stay in their seats because of turbulence, that's when I had to get up to go to the bathroom. And they said that even the flight attendants needed to stay, in their seats. It's turbulence. It's dangerous. So they made an announcement because people were getting up and going to the bathroom. And the flight attendant said, don't hit the call button unless it's an emergency. I'm like, you know what? All these people are getting up and going to the ladies. That's it. I can't. This is an emergency. And I felt bad because I had to make people get out for me. But anyway, that's like the worst of it. The turbulence wasn't even that bad. Like I said, I slept through it. They have free entertainment. So I listened to some episodes of The Office and then switched over to Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade and just kind of chilled out in my seat. Tiff, have you ever been to Vegas before? That is my big question. For anybody coming into Vegas, these are my tips. Might as well do my Convention 101 from my room here in the Rio. Couple things that I've found out that you guys may or may not know about. Absolutely, Slack. Can't wait to see you. Okay, so wherever you land, you are going to have to take a little tram car to get your bags. The airport, I'm still calling it McCarran. It's Harry Reid right now, but they named it. All right, so it's Harry Reid International Airport. And did Mark say something else that I missed? Nope. Okay. So Harry Reid International Airport is huge. But it's fun. Don't stop to gamble. There's plenty of time to gamble when you get here, but there are slot machines all over the place. Actually, the biggest pot I ever won in Vegas was when my plane got delayed. There's no shuttle service from the airport. I tried. There's a really great shuttle service, and they don't service the Rio anymore for some reason. So that leaves you Lyft and taxis. Lyft and Uber were basically the same price. So I decided, well, taxi can't be any worse. Turns out because I got in, and I didn't know this, I'm at peak time. Getting in at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock is peak time, PM. So it was $30 to take the cab. No, it's not McCarran anymore. It's Harry Reid International Airport, which is cool when they say Reid, but when they put the Harry in front of it, it takes everything away. And they spell Reid wrong. It's REID. So you've got the only options you get if you're staying at the Rio are Uber, Lyft, or cab. The cab had a flat rate of $30. And you know what? The cabs are right there. When you get into baggage claim, all the exits are marked, and there's a bunch of them that say taxi. So it's easy to get to a cab. The cab was only a couple dollars cheaper than the Uber. But you know what? At least, and I had this conversation with my cab driver yesterday, at least you know what you're getting with a cab driver. Was it officially changed last week? They've been calling it Harry Reid though for forever. Like it's been Harry Reid for a while. I didn't know when they were officially changing it. Thank you, Select Auto. Taxi drivers are licensed. The guy's like, I have to take a course. So you know what you're getting. You're getting nice. You're getting cooled air conditioning. You can pay cash or card, which I had cash on me. I'm like, you know what? Let me do cash with this guy. You could do cash or card, which is great. So I would recommend thinking about doing a cab before you did a Lyft or an Uber. But if you aren't a cab fan and you want to do Lyft or Uber, the other thing is that it was 111 degrees when I landed. The taxis, again, right outside, right there. There's a line of them waiting. To catch Uber or Lyft, you have to cross a bunch of lanes, go upstairs, and stand in a covered, a garage, hot, sweaty, and now you're waiting for somebody to show up. So I would recommend the cabs because I think that they're comparable in price, and if you're worried, you can take the highway to get to the Rio. You could take the highway to get to the Rio. You don't have to go down the strip, which if you've never been to Vegas, yeah, it's disappointing, I guess. I've done it so many times. But when it comes to if you're going in a taxi where the fare is marked by time and mileage, you're much better off letting the cab driver take you up the 15 and dump you at the Rio. It's a lot quicker. I'm sure if you asked the cab driver to take you, if you wanted to, do something scenic, you could probably ask him if you wanted to pay a little more and do like the whole drive past the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. I'm sure they do that because you're going to give them more money. But that's my ride experience. I was disappointed. I wouldn't have minded a shuttle. They're cheaper, obviously. And it's for me, like I said, even though I come to Vegas every year, it's still fun to ride the shuttle around because the Rio was always one of the last stops. I know somebody that's staying at the Palms. I can see the Palms from my window. I wish Alan would come in. Oh, but he said, he's out. So I'll have to message him later. The other thing I always say, and I know, I don't think anybody's making a reservation and, now and showing up, but the Rio is the best place to stay. Nina! Oh my God. Hi, Nina. I'm so excited that you're here. Oh my God. The show, my impromptu, oh my God, let's just do this to keep people company show. And we are now officially international because Nina's in Europe, and I am so excited to see you. Hi. So I always recommend staying at the Rio. The Gold Coast is right across the street and is inexpensive. That's the other thing. Yes, I'm just riffing. That's the other thing. And you know what? I think I'm going to try this pineapple thing. I'm probably going to break a nail to open it. Hold on. Let's see how pineapple vodka tastes in the morning. It does have real juice in it, so it counts as breakfast juice. This is so good. I am in love with this. This is so good. And it's only 100 calories. It's gluten-free, no added sugar. Oh my God. It's called High Noon Sun Sips, and I am now highly recommending it. Maybe I'll get a sponsorship. High Noon Sun Sips, the perfect morning beverage when you're in Vegas doing an impromptu live YouTube show. Because Nina's always everywhere, and she can't go a day without annoying people across the pond. Nina, you're never annoying. Well, almost never annoying. And I am so glad that you are here. Okay, so stay at the Rio, stay at the Gold Coast, where our buddy Alan is staying at the Palms. He's part of the Wash Gang. It's not a terrible walk, but what I do want to caution any within the sound of my voice, and I've said this so many times before, nothing in walking distance. Yes, exactly, Nina. There is absolutely nothing that is in walking distance of anything else that most people feel like walking distance, especially when the temperature is over 100 degrees. So anybody that's staying Palm or the Gold Coast, well, maybe not so much the Gold Coast, but if you're Palm because you thought it was closed, bring water. I'm not kidding you. I walk. Yes, go check it. It's so good. They have other flavors, but of course, I was thinking shuttle pod show, so I was thinking pineapple. Honestly, I don't know. I'll get back to the whole Rio thing, but I'm ripping. I got back in 16. We could probably do that one way or the other, Nina. That's an excellent idea. Show Wash Gang stream. We could totally do that. If I got to do this. I'm sorry. I'm trying to show everybody what people are saying. This thing is so slow. I didn't tell you to say my name. All right. I'm sorry I can't share chats. The Wi-Fi here wasn't connected. So I am hotspotting. Apologize for any connection issues like that one. All right, there we go. Hey, Stephanie, listening and on the road from GalaxyCon, so can't chat. You're keeping me company. Oh, David, Dave, that's so sweet. Yes, exactly, JR. There's a Walgreens, which is there is a Walgreens, and that's walking distance, and it's still incredibly hot and 111 degrees. 2 shops down from the Walgreens. I can see it from my window. You walk from the Walgreens, you got a Chick-fil-A, a Del Taco, and a Denny's. I went to Denny's for breakfast for dinner last night. Hey, Word Dog. I went to Denny's for dinner last night when I got in because I knew that it was there. I knew it wasn't going to be overly expensive. I could just go and sit by myself and just whatever. Plus, I needed to stop at Walgreens. And that walk was ridiculous and hot. So if you're staying anywhere that's not the Rio, make sure that you bring some water with you. I don't care if you think you can make it. You can't. You're in the desert. And dry heat doesn't mean anything when it's 100 degrees out. I mean, the first thing I did when I sat down in Denny's was got an iced tea and a water because I needed something. I mean, it's gorgeous. Like I said, I get a mountain view room because this is probably the least expensive room in the Rio. And there's nothing wrong with the view of the mountains from here. For a lot of you people that don't realize it, Vegas has mountains and they're gorgeous. I did a quick live stream from the airport yesterday on my phone. This going this morning. Also a little more awake at 2 in the afternoon in Philly. And Travis knows this, and a couple other people know this. The last few couldn't be here and sit down and talk to actors at some point and see about getting their questions answered. The first year I did it was a lot easier because it was audio. So I was just taping things. And I got to sit down with JG and Robert O'Reilly, and I got to sit down with Connor and Dominic, and I sat down with Nikki. Aaron Eisenberg actually had to call me because he always lost his voice at conventions. But I got to ask all the questions. Then I went to video, which became a little more difficult because that's finding time to sit down with the camera and set everything up. And Nicole DeBoer was really cool the year that I did that. She was amazing. And then there was COVID, and then it's just been crazy. And unfortunately, I've decided, and I have leftover questions that I haven't asked people from a few years ago. With the way I feel about it right now, with the strike and everything else, with the strike, obviously the questions that I have probably I couldn't even ask. I haven't even looked at them yet. But I haven't, like I said, I haven't even looked at the questions, but my guess is the questions I got asked in years past, I can't ask right now because it's about struck properties. I'm gonna have to go downstairs and get another one after this. Struck properties. And the other thing too is that they're on strike, which means that they can't work their regular job. I went through this with my dad. He was a teacher in Philadelphia when I was a kid, and I went through this with my dad at least once. And it's like, all right, now what? Well, now what means like you go bag groceries or you go find something because you've got to feed your family or even just yourself. It doesn't matter. JR's right. If you're not from the desert, then anything is still hot. So I'm so because way would be a very different con if they were still the licensee, if they were still licensed with Paramount. So I think at this point we have to be grateful that they're not with Paramount anymore because may or may not even be able to happen. So for once, them losing out is a good thing. So let's start with that. And let's move on to the fact that the actors can come out. Hi, Kelly. Oh my God. We're totally like, we've got the UK, we've got Europe, we've got across the country. This is so awesome. Hi. Actors need, they need to find other ways to supplement their incomes. So I'm not going to ask the actors to take any time away from anything that they're doing, because that could be a $40 autograph, which times, yeah, they might come back. I'm making money at this point. I don't think it's fair to even impose on them. Oh, yay, you just woke up from a nap just in time. So yeah, so unfortunately, that's right, Canada. Why do I keep forgetting Canada? I just kind of feel like we're all just one big happy family, and I keep in Canada. I am terrible. I apologize to you. But you have to be nice to me anyway, Tiffany, because I'm letting you crash. So I'm not worried about you being mad at me right now. Afterwards, you're gonna get mad. Yeah, so I'm not gonna even bother to ask questions this year, or ask any of the actors to step away. And after the event is over, they've got their own thing. For those of you that don't know or might not have heard, they treat this like a big family reunion because there are people here from other shows. Yeah, Connor and Dominic see each other all the time. Well, guess what? They don't see Anthony all the time. They don't see Jeff Combs all the time, or John Billingsley, or people that they've become friends with from the other shows. So their family time, people from the other shows and people they haven't seen, is afterwards. Plus, there's a lot of official after stuff that's going on. So I'm just not, this year is just not the year for me to be asking them to take any time away to do questions with me. So unless there's a miracle, I did bring my camera set up. I've got my camera set up and it's working really well because I'm using it now. This was a great way to test it on the fly. But yeah, unless some miracle happens, unless I don't know how, but if I have a chance and I end up having to do it on my phone, I will take it. I promise. But I just don't see it happening this year, unfortunately. Like I said, I just need to respect the fact that they are on strike, that they need income, and this is more of an income stream now for them. So that's my PSA about the strike, which I completely and 100% support. Anybody that doesn't understand why they're striking, I mean, I'm not going to go into the specifics of it because I have a cursory understanding, but they are in fear of being taken advantage of, and rightfully so, between streaming, AI, and somebody demonstrated how easy it is just to copy somebody's image. I mean, the Flash movie, and again, I'm not getting political, and I'm not going to comment about the star of that movie, but the Flash movie had cameos of Christopher Reeve and Helen Slater as Supergirl. They had cameos of Adam West's Batman, and this is not a spoiler, the movie's been out. Cameos of Adam West as Batman. I think the Joker laughing was actually in Titans. But my point is you saw Adam West running. You saw this absolutely gorgeous. I cried. Christopher Reeve floating down and Helen Slater as Supergirl flying in next to him. Beautiful, gorgeous. How long has Christopher Reeve been gone? This is what the actors are concerned about. This is what the actors were concerned about. Oh, Kelly, you watched it. It was awesome. This is what the actors are concerned about, that they can do something and then have their image used over and over and over and over again without any sort of compensation. And the writers are worried about AI because supposedly you can type an idea into AI and all of a sudden you've got a script. So they're fighting for the rights to be paid fairly for what they do, They're fighting to not have technology take their places. And I 120% support the strike. Kelly, you might be right. I know I was living in Massachusetts. I found out because a friend of mine emailed me about it. And I know I was living in Massachusetts when I got the email. So exactly. It doesn't mean it's a good script. And that was another point that somebody made. It doesn't mean it's a good script because see, that's what I was hold on. Nina, I'm trying. There you go. It doesn't mean it's a good script, Nina. You're absolutely right. Because all it does is rehash things that it's been fed into. AI doesn't have an original thought per se. It just takes a bunch of recycled thoughts and jams them together, is my understanding. Will does look a lot like his father, Travis. You are absolutely right. I just saw him on something not too long ago, and I went, damn, he looks like his dad. But that wasn't the point of the movie. But yeah, they could have. But no, I wanted to see Christopher Reeve on the big screen one more time, and I was not disappointed. 99% of the reason, it was a good movie, but 99% of the reason I went was I sat through that whole movie going, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Because it was, I have been a huge Christopher Reeve fan since he first crossed our screens in 1978. I know I probably shouldn't even be drinking this on an empty stomach, but it's so freaking good. For those of you that are just joining us, High Noon by Sun Sips. It's vodka mixed with real fruit juice in a can, and it is delicious. But yeah, so I get it. I mean, I am 100% behind the actors. I always support the strikes. When my father needed the union, they were there for him. I have nothing but the utmost respect for the union. Fran Drescher, man, she's fantastic. From the things that I've seen of her on Insta, the videos of her, I think, thank you, Nina. I think she's amazing. Go tell, you know what? Somebody needs to share this with Sun Sips. Just not me telling you to, but just somebody needs to show them me with the can going Sun Sips. That would be awesome. Nina, get on that. You and your memes. Help me out, girl. Get me some sponsorships. Thank you. Yes, go Fran. She's such an incredibly intelligent support. She's supporting, she's right there at the front lines, and I think she's amazing. It's Vegas. Those rules don't apply there. What Vegas? I mean, it's 5 o'clock somewhere or nearly 7 here. Oh yeah. No, there. Somebody. My friend Bill from Trek Geeks. By the way, Trek Geeks are awesome as well. I'll give them a plug while I'm here. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon back home. I'd be drinking mimosas. It's almost 2 back home. I'd be drinking mimosas. Bill at Trek Geeks, we were talking. He's coming in on Tuesday, and I said to him, I'm like, hey, let's celebrate my birthday. I'm doing my birthday all day in Vegas on Tuesday. Come find me. And he's like, well, it's going to be late. And I said, there is no late in Vegas. There's no late. There's no early. There's just Vegas. Oh, Nina. 5. I've seen you drink wine at 5 a.m. So, and I love that. So what else do you guys want to talk about? It's been long road, but made fun with Sun Sips with real fruit juice. JR, you are fantastic. Now I just got to talk to Diane Warren, which would not be a terrible thing. I think she's fantastic too. Vegas is like airports, lawless places. Oh my God, you're so right. It's so funny when I watch all the videos from people in like airports and airplanes, and I'm going, I have never experienced any of that. Knock on wood. This is real wood. I don't even know. Ooh, drawer. I don't know if this is real wood, but knock on it. It just amazes me how who you would think would be normal, average people, if you met them anywhere else, go completely crazy when they're in an airport or where they're or in a in an airport, like yesterday. Oh my God, yesterday. So first thing, I don't know about you guys. Hey Milton, yeah, I remember my trip to Vegas being in some bar with couches at like 3 a.m. Oh yeah, there's couches in all. There was couches at the one in Bally's, couches, and like honestly, I had no concept of time. Yeah, exactly. Well, casinos in general, wherever you are, I don't know if anybody's ever noticed this, casinos do not have clocks. I mean, yeah, everybody wears a watch, but casinos don't have clocks. They don't have windows. They don't want you to have any sort of concept of time because they don't want you to know how long you've been sitting there. Okay, so yesterday at the airport, the first thing you do when you get off the plane, I don't know about you guys, first thing I do, restroom. So I'm in the restroom, finishing up. I open the door, and there was literally somebody right in front of me. I'm like, first of all, how did you know I was about to open the door? And secondly, get out of my space. I'm like, lady, I literally, she's trying to like squeeze past me to get into, and I'm like dragging my carry-on bag behind me. And I'm thinking, and I'm not saying that I haven't stood in one of those lines and thought, oh my God, am I going to make it? I think we've all been there. But to literally like be on top of me like that before I even walk out the door, that was a weird experience. That was my first experience in Vegas. Oh, Kelly, I know, she's lucky it wasn't you. She's so lucky it wasn't you. I just was like, oh, get out of my way. I'm finally here. I'm finally off the plane. I just want to get to my room. For anybody that hasn't been here, speaking of which, taxis may be the way to get to the Rio, unless you're with a friend and you want to split an Uber or a Lyft. I think I know a couple of you, and Slack might be one of them. Slack, you and somebody else from our wash gang are coming in around the same time, like maybe an hour apart or something like that. Split a cab, split a Lyft. It might, just might be worth waiting. Whoever gets in first, it just might be worth waiting a little bit. And besides, it's not that long once you get your bags and everything. They're already off the plane and coming down. My bags, by the time all I did was stop at Lay's, didn't do anything different than my normal thing. I got down to baggage claim. Yeah, that's what I thought, you and Alan. Okay. I got down to baggage claim, and the carousel, not only was the carousel already going around, but in 2 seconds, one bag came off, and then the next second, my other bag. So yeah, they were really on it. I mean, I heard them unloading the luggage before I even got off the plane. Yeah, and you may want to talk to Alan, because like I said, when I got in, because it was peak time, which I didn't understand, but it was like $30. Can't hurt to talk to Alan about maybe hanging out and splitting the fare. I know he's staying at the Palm, but you know what, Slack, I don't know where you're staying, but you can always split things up between them. Let's see. I'm like keeping an eye on my phone in case Mr. Cartier decides to text me, which may or may not happen. No. Oh, am I getting ads from the Rio has a new thing called Ivy. Yep. The Rio has a new thing called Ivy. I'm just sitting here busting on AI. It's your concierge. Spend the day poolside at the Voodoo Beach at the Rio. Voodoo Beach is as close as you'll get to a Las Vegas beach. Voodoo Pool is an adults-only pool. Blah, blah. I've been to the pool. I don't know why they're calling it a beach. I live in New Jersey. I know what beaches are, but Voodoo Pool's nice. Yes, unless the woman invented phasing matter, back up. Exactly. Okay, Ange, yeah. Like I said, even if you split the destinations, it'll still probably be cheaper if you have to go 2 places, 2 drop-offs. He was here, Kelly. Mark was here just to drop in and say hi and apologize. So I don't know where else. Ivy Pool, check. Dave. Yeah, their name of their AI. But I was told that if I need to get extras, like I don't do housekeeping. I had the worst experience. Like, okay, more Vegas tips. This is this is a Vegas traveling tip from me personally. This is not like a whatchamacallit. I have a great impression of you, Nina, but not anything I will repeat publicly because I love you. Haha, now everybody can wonder about that. So there's a fantastic place to stay in Vegas. It's called the MGM Signature. It's great if you're not into gambling. If you're not into, I want to get off the elevators and walk into a casino, because it is an all suites hotel. And by suite, I mean huge suite, kitchenette, jacuzzi tub, double-sized glass shower. Beautiful. Absolutely, absolutely beautiful. And I've stayed there when I used to come to Vegas for non-trek things. When I used to come for work, I used to stay there, and I used to commute to what we were doing. their housekeeping would actually come into my room and take all of my personal belongings off the sink and put them in drawers. And it freaked me the hell out. I have a thing. I don't want, especially my toothbrush. I don't want you touching my hair dryer. Don't want you touching my brushes. Don't want you touching anything. Why are you touching my stuff? I have it exactly where I want it. If I wanted it in a drawer, I'm an adult, I'd put it in a drawer. So I used to cancel my housekeeping. The surprise when I answered was hilarious. Insomnia keeps me talking to you at airports, Kelly. It was me. It was early me, and it was actually regular time for you. I think that's the first thing that turned me off of housekeeping, was knowing that somebody was actually coming in and touching my stuff. And every subsequent time I stayed there, I told them I didn't want housekeeping. And I've just gotten to the point where it's like, I don't change my bed sheets every day when I'm home. So it's okay for like a week not to change your bed sheets and not to have somebody in and out of your room on a regular basis. So I don't do housekeeping anymore. But I was told yesterday when I canceled housekeeping that Ivy, if I wanted like if I needed extra stuff, I could just text Ivy and Ivy would let housekeeping know. And it's actually better than calling housekeeping. Ooh, hold on one second. Hey. Oops, I totally missed this. This came in like a while ago. I didn't think Trent was getting here this early. Hold on, guys. Pause. You know, when somebody tells you that they're coming in the afternoon, you don't think that that means like 10 o'clock in the morning. Nina, with the way you're a night owl, you know, you could totally come on my podcast anytime you want. I think I'm probably going to come back in late September. That's my goal, is to come back in late September. Yeah, I'm sorry. I told Trent if he needed to stash his stuff in my room, that he could stash his stuff in my room if they didn't let him check in. Oh no, Kelly, you're going to come on too. We're going to, like, the three of us are going to do a show together, because we can't have it without the third musketeer. Place for a week, I'd put a hold on the housekeeping. Yeah, exactly. And like I said, so I was told when I told them that at the front desk, I don't need housekeeping. They're like, okay, great. Well, if you need something, text Ivy. They're like, when you need something, just text Ivy. So I could text her for fresh towels and extra sheets and extra blankets and toilet paper. So yeah, so that's great. I mean, I just have to be here when it gets here. That's all. But anyway, let's see. Oh, I've got 11 people. I love that I have like this impromptu just get together, and I've got people that actually want to hang out with me. At this rate, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make the shuttle pod show though, because Trent's here and I told him we could hang out, and he may want to go to the pool. You know, Ivy says to go to the pool. So, and I don't know what he meant by just got here, whether he meant landed in Vegas or landed at the hotel. So hopefully he's just a baggage claim, because I would feel bad if my poor buddy Trent, who told me afternoon and it's 10 in the morning and he's like, I just got here. I hope just got here means Vegas and not like you're wandering around wondering where the hell I am. That's the only problem. I mean, he could have called me, I guess, on WhatsApp, but that WhatsApp is amazing because you can communicate free with people everywhere. So that's another ad. WhatsApp. It's wonderful. Need her towels done. Sheets are fine. Yeah, sheets are fine. And besides, at a certain point, you get the bed all broken in, you get it all untucked, and you're all happy. There was one point that I left something. This was a million years ago. I think it was when I went to one of my closest friends' wedding, and I remembered I'd left something in the bed, and they come in and stripped the bed, and I had to chase them down the hall because there was something of mine in the sheets. So yeah, I'm done. Your wayward teens. Oh, there you go. I forget, like, this camera, I can't get it to tilt. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to get, like, it tilts, but wait a minute. Oh, there. Hold on a second, guys. Let's see. I might have just figured it out. It was just in the wrong. Bear with me. Well, look at that. Now you can see my Be Kind shirt. This is one of the drawbacks of the strike. War dog. Hold housekeeping for the weekend if it's a long trip and not, okay. And now that this is finally working, I think I could share this. There we go. On the road most of the time. I hold housekeeping for the weekend. It's a long trip and not all of it. It's not like I can't call them up and get. Yeah, exactly. Call them, text them. It's not like you can't get extra stuff. You know, it's funny. I was reading an article somewhere, and it said that you shouldn't take stuff off the cart. You shouldn't just like walk past a housekeeping cart and like help yourself thinking that you're not bothering somebody, because they have to account for everything on that cart. So they say you're always better to ask housekeeping. If all that means is walking up to somebody that's in another room and saying, hey, can I grab some toilet paper? And they say yes, but just respect that they are accountable for every single piece of whatever that's on the cart. So don't just take things off the housekeeping cart and thinking, well, I don't want to interrupt them while they're in the middle of something, because you're sort of actually causing them more of a problem. So I agree. If you're not going to call housekeeping, if you're just going to walk past them, make sure you let them know that you would like something, let them hand it to you, or have them tell you can take it. Don't just take it. But no, see, this is the other pitch that I wanted to put in. I found out from Raymond Litster, who works with Chase and who runs her table here in Vegas, and sells all this merch, all the Be Kind merch for Pop Culture Hero Coalition. They are not allowed to sell merch at the table this year. Raymond knows logistics better than I do. He and I have been talking, but it does have to do with the strike. It has to do with this heart, which a lot of people, are like, well, it's an upside down delta. It's enough that it's close enough to struck work that they don't want to risk it. I was warm and tired that I slept on top of the covers for 2 days at STLV. What do you think? It's funny, JR. That's the other thing. What I love is like cranking my AC down to like chill temperatures that I would never do at home because I like to sleep cold. So anyway, back to Pop Culture Hero Coalition. They will not be selling shirts at their table this week. They can't even do a QR code. So this is what I am telling everybody. This week, they are doing a group photo op with everybody wearing the Kenneth Mitchell Be Kind shirt, which is a blue Be Kind shirt with his autograph on it. They're doing a huge photo op but you have to have one of those shirts. If you want to support Chase, which I know you do, and if you want to support Pop Culture Hero Coalition, which I know you do as well, I'm going to ask you here because I'm completely independent of Chase and them, and I am just doing this because I believe in their cause, because this is not the convention, so I think I can do this. Hold on, I'm getting the link. There we go. Perfect. Head over. Oh, hi, Magic Lass. So I didn't even have a chance to tell you that I couldn't answer you because I was trying to work out everything with my tech issues. So thanks for figuring it out. Oh, that's screwed up. There we go. Be kind. So please, because they can't sell shirts now, please head over to bekindmerch.org and throw them some support. And the Shuttle Pod Show is here with an update. And I got what you did there, Lasso. Yes, no wonder. All right, Shuttle Pod Show. All right, let's all let the Shuttle Pod Show give us the update. I guess they can't hear, so we're about 15 minutes away from attempting the YouTube upload. No, you got to do it right, Kelly May. There we go. Got to do it that way. You got to do it the right way. Don't cross your fingers. Have you done anything in Vegas yet that you can't outside of Vegas? Not yet, Lasso. I'm by myself. I just got here last night. You know, I went to Denny's because we were talking while I was there. You know, I went to Denny's. I am doing some day drinking, though, of this absolutely wonderful concoction. High Noon, Sun Sips, vodka and pineapple juice made with real juice, only 100 calories and completely gluten-free. And it's the perfect refreshing day drink when you're in Las Vegas. Yes, may the YouTube gods, what Tiffany said. All right, that's the other thing about this. Isn't this keyboard with the surface is a little different. Like, you know how things when they're just like a little slightly angled off. So okay, so in 15 minutes, we'll hopefully in 15 minutes we will have a better idea of the preview of the Shuttle Pod show, I guess. So just remember, Be Kind merch. They can't sell it here, so please support Chase. They did great with this with the pre. They did great with the pre-sales of the shirts. A lot of people bought them. They're having them delivered here, which makes so much sense. So they did really well, but obviously they can't sell them here. So after the convention's over, please, give them a little love and order some merch. There's a sign in the airport. It's like you're sworn. Oh, that's right. There is. There's a sign in the airport about what happens in Vegas. There's an arch. There's an arch about what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas and baggage claim. What my cab driver said is what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but it really doesn't. Some stuff doesn't, and he's right. He was also telling me about all these cool new places to check out, which I may or may not get to. Anything on this yesterday? My fiance found my fanny pack I last used on my Vegas trip, which was 20 years ago this month, with a pen from the hotel. It's now. Oh, that's so funny. Hold on. Not till about 1, a guy who works in the stage area recognized me and let me dump my bags there. Wasn't sure where you were after I messaged you. Hold on, guys. Cool. All right, so Trevor got taken. Trent got taken care of. Thankfully, somebody recognized him in the lobby. Hi, Missy. Hold on. Dave said funny on yesterday. Okay. Come see me if you need a Be Kind shirt. I'll have several to give away. The pick is going to be. Oh, Dave, that's amazing. Smashing Pumpkins, Rich Little, David Copperfield, and you are all in bed. Oh my God, David Copperfield. I saw him a million years ago. He's fantastic. He's my favorite magician. I want to see if I can get Trent to come by and say hi. He found somebody else. Everybody knows him. He's very distinctive. Everybody knows him. I want to see if I can get him to come over and say hi to you guys. He was on the hotel, not engagement. What, Dave? When are you getting in? I'm so far behind on who's coming and who's not and when. And I'm also catching up on the chats. I love that you guys just chat while I'm off doing other things. Do you look like David Copperfield? I don't know what you're going to say. I don't think so. Not particularly. No, not particularly. I think you're a magician in your own right, Lasso, but I don't think you look like David Copperfield. Yes, everybody wish Kelly success with her surgery so that she can come to Vegas next year. And hopefully even before that, the Shuttle Pod show live when they decide on dates, and we'll have all of the Wash Gang together. Tuesday at noon. Dave's coming in on my birthday. I don't know what. I know I'm going to Denny's for my free breakfast. I already sorted that out. But anything else is open season on my birthday. I have, get this, I have reservations at Gordon Ramsay Burger because that's where I wanted to go for my birthday. The only thing I got, because I was an idiot and looked way too late, was 4:45. I am doing a senior dinner at Gordon Ramsay Burger, but if it's a choice between that and nothing on my birthday, I'm going to do that. But then I just saw on the way in, he's got a new place called Ramsay's Kitchen. So I need to figure out where the hell that is because I might have to do that too. Well, yeah, Lasso, maybe he could make it, but he couldn't make it gold and tell the truth. So, yes, I'm a huge Gordon Ramsay fan. I could sit here and do commercials for Gordon Ramsay too, if you guys wanted me to, because he's got this new, and I'm behind. I don't know. He might have picked a winner already for I know. Food Stars, which is kind of like, and I use this term very loosely because I don't watch the show anymore with The Apprentice. It's like The Apprentice for food people. And he's a lot better than any other host of any of these other games. Happy birthday for tomorrow, Dave. We were saying is my eldest. Oh, my birthday's tomorrow. Happy birthday, Dave. Leos do rule. Absolutely, they rule the school. And Harry Potter. What about Harry? See, I'm missing all this stuff. Speaking of that quote that I gave to Shuttlepod Show, the one about may fortune be forever in your favor, I binge watched a couple weekends ago. I binge watched The Hunger Games. Never saw them before. Binge watched them beginning to end, 2 days. Because my friend Wendy, they had MGM had a Hunger Games experience here a few years back, and we went. Harry Potter's birthday is the 31st of July. Harry Potter, like Harry Potter, the character? Yeah, Milton, but he still wouldn't be as awesome as Wonder Woman. Favorite Gordon Ramsay show? I like the Master Chef shows and Ramsay Uncharted on National. I haven't done Ramsay Uncharted yet. I like Master Chef. I like Master Chef because, if you watch Hell's Kitchen or Kitchen Nightmares, all you think of is Gordon Ramsay's a big dick. And he's really not. If you watch him on Master Chef, Joe is the dick and Gordon's actually pretty cool. And I love how supportive he is on MasterChef and how sweet he is to all the contestants. I just remember one of the first seasons of MasterChef where there was a vegetarian and they had to the challenge was to put a lobster in the pot or a crab, some shellfish in a pot. And she wasn't comfortable, obviously, doing it. And Gordon came over and he was really sweet and he was very supportive, and he asked if this contestant wanted him to do it, and the contestant said, no, I'm here, I've got to do this to him. But that side of Gordon, people don't see when you watch Hell's Kitchen and when you watch others of his shows. But when you watch MasterChef, you get to see that side of him, and that's one of the reasons I like MasterChef so much. Not that I don't love it when he's running around yelling at people who can't cook scallops, because I can cook a scallop. So I do love Hell's Kitchen, and I've eaten at Hell's Kitchen here in Vegas, and there's one that opened in Atlantic City, which is 45 minutes from where I live, that I haven't gone to yet. Food Stars is good though. I'm enjoying Food Stars, but that was also on my bucket list, was to meet him. And we went right after it opened. I went to the Gordon Ramsay pub at Caesars with a friend, and we were sitting there, and the bartender said he does pop by every now and then, but I mean, obviously you'd have to really. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to run on the assumption that they still can't hear. Ramsey Uncharted is pretty good because he's put into situations he's not comfortable. Yeah, that's the other thing. That's the other thing I love about Gordon is he's all about put me in like the most uncomfortable situations, then I'll sit and curse, and it's fun. It's fun to watch Gordon when he's uncomfortable. But did he do another travel show that I watched? I don't remember. Hotel Hell was funny. When he used to go to like these really bad hotels, it was like Kitchen Nightmares, but with full hotels. And he would take a blue light or a black light and he'd shine it around the room. And half the time he would take out the sleeping bag that he carries around with him. He wouldn't even sleep up in the sleeping bag. 1 p.m. Pacific is 1 p.m. Pacific. So that's just a couple hours from now. And that's actually my time right now because, yay, I'm in Vegas. Okay, so 1 p.m. Pacific. That would give me time. If I hung up with you guys right now, that would give me time to like eat, maybe see Trent. I actually do have yogurt in my room. You know what? This is the funniest thing. So I'm like, the other thing that you do when you're here for an extended period of time to save money is you got a refrigerator in your room. There are no coffee makers in the Rio. For anybody that's coming to the Rio for the first time, there are no room coffee makers and only one Starbucks. They closed the one by the Ipanema Tower. The only Starbucks is the one that's on the way to the convention center, which sucks because I would rather go to the one right by my hotel. Like my whole plan when I got here, before I got here, was shuttle pod shows in the morning. I'll get up early. I'll throw on some clothes. I'll go downstairs. I'll get a coffee. I'll come back up to my room. No such luck. And I am not hiking to the Starbucks just to come back to my room. No coffee makers in the room. There's a Starbucks downstairs and in the restaurants, which include Hash House A Go-Go, which I need to go to at some point. Yeah, there's no coffee in the room. No coffee makers in the room. Maybe once they remodel and the new owners take over, but right now, nope. Palms doesn't have it either. Alan mentioned that. The Palms doesn't have it either. No coffee. So now that I completely lost my train of thought. Oops, completely derailed my train of thought. Oh, Pat Benatar is going to be here on September 29th at the Palm. I'm telling you, like the skinny side of the building has. That's what I love about Vegas is these giant light boards that are just advertising. It looks like the Palms is also renovating. I guess they have 2 towers. I've never actually like taken a good look at the Palms. Never had an interest. But now that it's like my view, I guess I'm just watching all these advertisements. Yes, very good, Lasso. Hit me with your best shot. Yay. Name one other Pat Benatar song. There. Nope. And this is why I have friends that travel with their own coffee and small portable plug. Yes, Missy, people do that. When the last time I was here with Wendy, she brought one that we just left behind, figuring that somebody, thinking that somebody would just take it home with them. Probably didn't happen. It probably got thrown out. Love is a Battlefield. Very good. My favorites. I used to sing that at karaoke all the time. Well, not all the time. It's a tough song. It's the song that killed my falsetto. I know a friend that had like a little heating coil that you could put in the water and boil the water, so then you could just make instant coffee. Hold on 1 second. I got to do something for Trent. Like I said, WhatsApp is awesome. Switch. I know. You guys are awesome. Just talk amongst yourselves. I'm just telling Trent where he asked where the liquor store was. I'm showing him where the Walgreens is. Multitasking is so much fun, guys, right? Okay. Back to you guys. And now back to our regularly scheduled chat. That one Carly Simon is about me. Well, you know what? It could just as easily be about you as anybody else. Yep. Yep. Oh, Milton's going to go see Pat. That's awesome. That is so awesome. One Carly Simon, a good one. You don't want to see the... Oh, that's so funny, Nina. You're so cute. But Europe doesn't have Vegas. I know it's got the French Riviera. Coffee talk amongst yourselves. Exactly. Yeah. So, well, you know what? I also got one of those cans of espresso, like the Starbucks double shot. So it's not like I can't have coffee in the room. It's just going to be cold coffee. Oh my gosh, my brain. Where are we? I have been chatting with you guys for an hour on an empty stomach, drinking high noon sun sips, vodka and soda with pineapple juice, 100 calories, and completely gluten free. Oh wait, there's something like that. It's made with real vodka, real fruit juice, and sparkling water. The easy drinking, always socializing, great tasting, sun toasting, blue sky celebrating, memory making or erasing. Awesomeness in a can. Hard seltzer. Get out and enjoy. There you go. It's good. You know what, Kelly? I just find drinking it, I don't know. I get iced coffees year round. Starbucks is awesome. They give you, if you're a Gold Star member of Starbucks, you get a free drink on your birthday. Unfortunately, licensees don't honor that, which means I couldn't get it here at the Rio. But when I went in yesterday on my way to the airport, I went into our regular Starbucks and I explained the problem, and they're like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, cool." So I got my free drink on my free birthday drink yesterday. So I don't have to wait for it and I don't have to lose it, because that's the only thing is unfortunately they've gone to this whole thing where now you can only get it on one day. You used to have a week to redeem it. Now it's only a day. Denny's told me I could redeem my birthday breakfast for a month now that they're on an app, but there are no Denny's near me anymore. So it's like now or never. All right, JR, I'm actually thinking about winding this down. I know Shuttlepod Show's hoping to be with us by about 1 or so. Which is about an hour and a half from now. And I want to be back to hang out with all you guys with the Shuttlepod Show. And trust me, you don't want to see me. You're great, but I don't know if you all want to see me for an hour and a half. Plus, I do need to go eat something. Like I said, I was planning to have my yogurt and chill out and do the Shuttlepod Show thing. And here I am doing my very own live thing from Vegas. This is not going to be my last live thing from Vegas. I promise. I'll even if I'm just on the floor of the convention center holding my phone up, you will catch me live doing live stuff from Vegas. I promise. Might be in conjunction with the Shuttlepod Show, which would be awesome. Don't know yet. That is actually about now Magic Lasso. There is a Del Taco. Yeah, exactly. Then the tech issues went fuck you, and I thought, what the hell? I'll do live. I can do that. Yeah, so it got me, like, I actually was out of bed and made up and ready to go do this. Oh, I also have to like zhuzh up my nails a little bit. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. It was really fun. Now that we've got some sort of update from the Shuttlepod Show, I might pop back in a little bit later, but I got stuff to do and waking up to finish or anything along those lines. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me on the socials. You know where I'm at, NX7062 everywhere. Just reach out to me on the socials and let me know if you're free while I'm here. Like I said, outside of asking questions, because I think I'm going to put a hold on that, and hopefully by next. Last, I will text you when I am done. Love you all bunches. Have a great find me. Tuesday, somewhere I will be around celebrating my birthday. Thanks, Milton, for Tiffany and Slack Twaddle and everybody else that is coming out. I will see you also all soon. Can't wait, Tiff. I promise I will keep my phone on tomorrow so that I won't miss you because you're going to need me. So, oh, Dave, you're so welcome. Happy birthday to you too. And I will see you soon. And I am going to go do Vegas stuff and not melt into a puddle. And I will talk to you all later. And until then, as always, live long and prosper.